Hey, okay. Was also someone asking, are we on yet? I said, if we're on, you know, you hear my voice. Okay. Yeah, let me mute everybody so that we don't have anybody distracting us. Normally I'd love to start once we have up to 30 persons, but I think we're close to that. So we can actually begin to look at the market from now on. You're welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's edition of the live trading session. My name is Samuel, aka Sam Banks. Well, today it's been a kind of quiet day, although not so quiet. There's been a lot of opportunities in the market. Personally, I've been able to make a little profit on USD JPY and gold today. And we'll look at those instruments, see what we're actually expecting in the market. Remember, I have told us that for trading gold, I've said the best way to trade gold is actually to use the 50 EMA. And it's actually something that I did. Gold, yeah. Was able to sell gold, scalp a sell on gold that I was able to come out of around this support zone. You see the two bearish candles and this long sell, right? So that's at least that's just to let you know that, yeah, even in the morning I was able to scalp a buy on gold also, where we got these two bullish candles and gold was able to push up. Still hoping that this sell continues further, right? But yeah, the market, as you see on the dollar index, this dollar index on 4 hours, you notice something about the dollar index, that since we had that push up, price has actually been ranging, but the dollar itself has been on a gradual decline. Look at it. It has been on a gradual decline. This is daily time frame, and let me give us a wider chart so that we see what I'm talking about. So this is it. The dollar index has been giving us what? That decline, that bearish slide, to show that there's still a lot of bearish pressure in the dollar, right? And this week is going to be a very eventful week. Why? By Wednesday, there's going to be high impact on FOMC. They'll be releasing interest rate. That's next tomorrow. Please, as much as you can, make sure that you have funds in your account to trade that news. I personally feel like that particular news will weaken the dollar. You understand? I feel like it will weaken the dollar. But you have this. And then on Friday also we have NFP. So this week is going to be the complete opposite of last week. This is going to be a complete opposite of last week. And you should make sure that you have good funds in your account so that you can take advantage of them. Okay, so now that said, let's looking at the dollar index. We said that if we check it on the daily time frame, you can see how this bearish this in it. You can see how price has been giving lower highs, right? To show you that there is a bearish pressure in the market on the dollar, right? Good. So whatever retracement price, for instance, yesterday the dollar was strong, retraced. Today dollar has been weak, has covered most of that sell that price did on Friday. You understand? If you check it on 4 hours also, this is 4 hours. If you check dollar index on 4 hours, you'll see that it's respecting that downtrend. It's respecting that downtrend, although we have it kind of doing some form of retracement. Price has been giving this higher high, higher low. Price has been giving about 3 higher lows now that price has given, right? And I've told us that if price starts doing something like that, it means that there is a kind of move we're expecting to happen. Okay, if price at a particular resistance starts to give you lower high, at least like that, you're expecting a fall. And if price begins to give you higher low, you're expecting price to rise, right? We've said something like this during one of our sessions. right? So we're at that point where technically it seems like there's still a lot of bearish pressure in the dollar, but we could see some level of retracement at least till that FOMC day, when I feel like there's still going to be weakness in dollar. Of course, I may be wrong about that, but that's how I expect the market to move. Now, if you check it on 1 hour also, you see that on 1 hour, look at from this support here. Look at from this support here. Let me Good. From this support, you can see how price has been making higher lows. Can you see it? Price is making higher lows. So tell us that there's a high chance that we can get a very strong push from here. Dollar may likely continue to buy, at least to test this verified resistance once again. I think that will be the case. So for today, as it stands, there is strength in the dollar. The technical signs show that the dollar can still garner strength to push up. So it means that we might still expect a further sell in gold. I still expect this further sell on Euro USD, further a buy on USD JPY, and all the like. So let's look at it. So that is, let's begin with Euro USD. I'm very excited to talk about USD JPY today. For Euro USD, this is the daily time frame. What you notice about the daily time frame is that price has actually been on an upward slide, right? So when price made this low like this, guys, remember how I said that most times when price breaks a low, okay, as price broke this low and broke this structure here, price is usually going to return towards that point, gain peak volatility from there, and head forward down. Now, what has happened? We have seen price from this particular place buy towards this zone here. Sorry. We've seen price buy towards this zone here. Price has bought as high as this point here, right? Now, this point where price bought to, you see this point where price bought to is the nearest support that it broke. So remember how I told us that once price breaks its structure, most likely it will head towards that place, take liquidity from there, and head further down. Most likely that is what is going to happen to Euro USD. You understand? And it happens everywhere. If price falls like this, price return. Look at it. Just follow my chart. You see? So if we start from this place here, price bought to this place. From here, it sold down here. When it sold down here, it returned back to this place. Look at where price returned. If you follow it, you can see that it is a resistance zone. It returned back there, takes volatility, return back to this place. The last, go lower, return back here, go lower. That's what it does. You understand? And that is how Euro USD works. And that is how, not just Euro USD, but that's how price structure usually works. Now, for this place here, price broke this structure. And as it broke this structure, it has headed back to this zone. And from this zone, it will not be a surprise if price heads back down. You understand? Especially considering how strong the dollar seems to be in terms of recovery. So it's very possible that we get a further sell. It's very possible that we get a further sell on Euro USD. Okay. So let me give us a clearer chart. Okay, good. So what happens now is that if you check right now, Euro USD seems to be selling. And like we said, it's very possible that we expect that sell to actually continue, right? So if I'm actually trading Euro USD, personally, I'll be looking out for a sell. We have about 20 pips of sell. We have 20 pips of sell for Euro USD to head towards this strong support here. So if I'm selling, I'll be selling Euro USD to this particular verified support, and which is around 20 pips away. You understand? Which is around 20 pips away. So there are two ways I can trade this particular instrument. Number one, I could sell from good. So number one of the ways I could sell Euro USD is from this particular point here. It seems like we have a kind of gap here that price is yet to cover. So if anything that pushes Euro USD into this point here, I'll be looking out for a sell. So I'll be looking out for a sell on Euro USD from 1.07220. I'm looking out for a sell on Euro USD from 1.07220. And if I sell from there, I should be looking out for at least 30 pips of profit. Should be looking out for at least 30 pips of profit. Now, my first place I want to be selling from is around 1.07220, right? With 30 pips of profit. Now, apart from there, I can actually sell from I can look out for like a sell stop from 1.06950. Can look out for a sell from 1.06950. 1.06950. And if I sell from there, I should be looking out for at least 12 pips, at least 12 pips of profit. Okay, so from 1.06950, if I sell from there, I should be looking out for around 12 pips of profit. 12 pips of profit. So two ways. Number one, considering the fact that we might still get that further sell on Euro USD. Okay, I will be looking out to sell from 1.07220. Apart from that, I will also look out for a sell from 1.06950. 1.06950. Okay. For my 1.07220, I should be looking out for around 30 pips of profit. But from 1.06950, I will be looking out for around at least 12 pips. From 1.07220, which is my first sell, I should be looking out for around 30 pips. But from 1.06950, I should be looking out for around 12 pips. Okay, so that's Euro USD. Now let's talk about USD JPY. So USD JPY earlier hours of this morning actually witnessed a significant drop. And remember, for those persons who were with us last week, I was saying that there is going to be a major sell on USD JPY. It's just a function of who is there or who is available when the opportunity presents itself, right? And we had that this morning when USD JPY actually did some major retracement up to over 50 pips of retracement as at this morning. Now, since it has done that major level of retracement, there's a high chance that USD JPY, there's a high chance that you could consider a further sell, although the trend has not been broken yet. Okay, the trend of USD JPY is yet to be broken. Let me give us a clearer chart so that you see what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Now, if you check USD JPY, it has made some level of, made a very, very good number of push before it was rejected back to the downside. Now, rejected to this point, price seems to be building some level of momentum, especially if the dollar maintains her strength. If the dollar maintains her strength, it's very possible that USD JPY will return back to this point. Very, very possible, especially since USD JPY has created like a, although if you check USD JPY, I'm sure there are a lot of fair value gaps. There, but you have a major gap around here, which there's a high chance that USD JPY will still come back to fill. So if the dollar is strong, it's very possible that USD JPY returns back to that, returns back to the bullish scene, right? So it's not a question of whether it will continue that retracement or whether it will push up. Now, the simple way for me to trade is, considering that this is still an uptrend, okay, considering it's still an uptrend, I will be buying USD JPY. I will be buying USD JPY once price closes above 157.520. Now, I said close. That means that my candle has to close. If I'm monitoring it on 15 minutes candle, my 15 minutes candle has to close. Okay, so if price closes above 157.520, if price closes above 157.520, I will look out for a buy of at least 30 pips. If price closes above 157.520, I'll look out for a buy of at least 30 pips. Okay, I look out for a buy of at least 30 pips, and I feel like that buy is actually going to happen. I feel like that buy is going to happen if the dollar continues her strength. I feel like it's going to happen. Maybe during FOMC on Wednesday, we can now get a fall if the dollar is weak. You understand? But right now, personally, I will be looking out for a buy once price closes above 157.520. From that point, I can look out for at least 30 pips. Let me even see how many pips we have here. Yes. But this is even where my own take profit is even over 100 pips, but me, if price closes above 157.520, I'll be looking out for at least 30 pips, at least 30 pips of profit. Okay. So that is how I will trade USDJPY. Personally, if USDJPY even comes back to this point, I will still look out for a buy from there. If USDJPY retraces back to this place, this zone here, I will look out for a buy from there. Yeah. So let's leave that. Let's look at indices. Beginning US 2000. So for US 2000, now we have US 2000 playing at a particular resistance, a strong resistance for that matter, where it's playing. You have price just ranging around here like this, have price ranging. Let's see if we have any form of well, nothing much, no spike around that point. So price is ranging at a particular strong resistance. Now, if you check US 2000, remember as when we analyze US 30 and all that, after this hammer and all that, this market has been on a rise, trying to return back to that uptrend. And if you check it on 4 hours, we saw how price was building up this momentum to this upside. I think this was a result of a high impact news that brought price down, but price has corrected it by returning to this point here. Now, this is a strong resistance. Okay, this is a strong resistance, and except if except if the dollar resumes weakness, it's very possible that we have this particular instrument retrace from this strong resistance. It's very, very possible because this is a strong resistance. So if that is the case, we can take advantage of that rejection in price. You understand? Although it will seem like US 2000 has broken structure on 15 minutes, where it's already trading above the most recent high here. It's trading above that high point, but I personally would want to expect to take advantage of whatever retracement there is. So for US 2000, we can actually use the idea of a buy stop and a sell stop can actually play a significant role here. Personally, for my buy, I can consider buying US 2000 from 2026. I can consider buying US 2000 from 2026 to around 2030. From 2026 to around 2030, I can look out for a buy on US 2000. Okay, can look out for a buy from 2020 to 20, from 2026 to 2030, from 2026 to 2030. Right now, in terms of a sell, I will look out for a sell from 2010 to 2005. From 2010 to 2005. The fact is, with the performance of US 2000, personally, I would expect you can see that even if it's on this rise like this, it seems to be doing this rise even on 30 minutes. But my wait, let's look at this RSI for instance. Just be sure that we are doing the right thing. So let's look at this RSI. Well, this RSI here is showing me some level of divergence. So, and if it's showing divergence, especially bearish divergence, it's very possible that this news breaks US 2000 down. And if it does that, it will be too risky for us to have a buy stop at that point that we put it. Look at, I changed my chart to a line chart just to be able to properly detect this thing, the highs and lows, right? So this is the higher high, but my RSI on that 30 minutes, my RSI seems to be pointing downwards. Seems to be pointing downwards. You see it, Abby? My chart line is pointing upwards. My RSI is pointing downwards. So you'll not be surprised if by the time this news comes, we see market actually retrace. So instead, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look out for a sell from 2013. I'm going to look out for a sell from 2013, and I will look out for a sell to around 2006. From 2013 to 2006. Okay, so I look out for a sell from 2013 to 2006. Right now, in terms of a buy, the truth is, price could actually, you see, there's a lot of room where price is falling from to the downside. Let's see what my trend line is looking like. Well, my trend line is also showing that we might get US 2000 retracing from here. See the trend line. Trend line is showing that there may be a perfect rejection to the downside. So considering the fact that also the dollar looks like something that will push to the upside, I think that we should take advantage of, I think we should look out for this sell instead. Sell from 2013 to around 2006. Sell from 2013 and 2006, and it gets there, it closes below that point, we could still consider scalping a sell a little bit more. You understand? Consider scalping a sell a little bit more. Okay, so that said, let's look at US 30. US 30, is there any similarity? Well, we can say that US 30 is actually trading, has been pushing up for some time now. Let me give us a clearer chart. So US 30 has been pushing up for some time. After that fall that we had, especially on, I think on Friday, we had price retracing back to the upside since dollar was kind of weak. We had price retracing back to the upside, you know. But if we check it, let's look at what the trend looks like if there is a defined trend. Now, price was giving us lows and gave us this lower low here, has retraced to this point, and it's yet to be seen whether it will give us that lower low or if it will continue to the upside. You understand? So what I would advise is, okay, so just like we saw with US 2000, it's very possible that we see price actually return back down. Look at this point. Price made this low, try to retrace, but did not give us all this way here, and then it's very possible that it comes down to give us a lower low, especially if the dollar continues her strength. So how am I going to trade US 30? Let's go to 15 minutes. Cancel the buy stop on US 2000. That's what I said now. Corrected it and said we'll look out for a sell instead. So I don't expect that you still have your buy stop. Then is US 2000 the same as US small cap? Yes. 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 Some people know it as that. Some people call it Russell. Russell 2000. Okay. Some people call it Russell 2000. So it's made up of small cap companies, up to 2000, right? So let's continue. For US 30, how do we trade US 30 in terms of we see that price has kind of been ranging, but the dollar looks strong, and it's very possible that we have US 30 sell further. So the way I'm going to sell US 30 is to wait for price to close. Let price close below 38,390. Let price close below 38,390. If price closes below 38,390, you can actually look out for selling it all the way to 38,300 or 30. In fact, you can, if price closes below 38,390, you can sell it all the way to 38,260. You can sell it all the way to 38,260. You can sell it all the way to 38,260. So if price closes below 38,390, you can sell it all the way to 38,260. Okay. Personally, another place I will consider selling US 230 is from 38,630. If US 30 pushes up, I can sell it from 38,630. Can sell US 30 from 38,630 and sell it up to 38,550. Can sell it up to 38,550. So from 38,620, I can sell US 30 down to 38,550. Can also sell it from 38,390. Once it closes below 38,390, I can sell it all the way to 38,260. I'll sell it all the way to 38,260. I did not buy gold below the moving average. I sold it below the moving average and I bought it above the moving average. Okay, so that's it. Now, we've looked at US 30, we looked at US 2000, looked at Euro USD, we looked at USD JPY. Let me also look at oil, something like that. I've told us that for gold, we analyzed gold. That was the first thing we looked at. I told us that it's still better until that FOMC. Let's see what FOMC does, whether we get a major breakout. But for now, the best thing is to scalp gold, even US 100 also. US 100 also. This is US 100. I think US 100 has almost the same structure with the rest, and it's at a point, it has bought to a point where it's like a resistance, even on the daily time frame. US 100 has bought to a point where it seems like it's at a resistance. You see this place where US 100 is this place where price was rejected very well. You understand? So from that point, I will not be shocked if US 100 actually begins retracing. So the best way I'm going to do is, I'll have my 50 period moving average on my chart. I have my 50 period exponential moving average on my chart, waiting to get 2 consecutive bearish candles below so that I can now look out for a sell, which is what I actually expect. You understand? I can look out for a sell. So for my US 100, I will just put, you can see how it's ranging, it's ranging. It has like the least movement among the other indices because it has made the most move. It has made new highs, throughout the whole of January, even into February, it was making new highs. You understand? So for oil, guys, let's look at oil on daily time frame. Okay, so this oil on daily time frame, and oil is beginning to do that thing again, whereby it's giving you higher lows. It's giving you higher lows, as if to say that it is about to, it's preparing to fly up. Even on the 4 hours, you can see how it has been trading like this. You can see how it has been trading like this, trading and giving us higher lows. So there's still a lot of bullish pressure actually in oil, with a lot of uncertainty around the world, involving Iran, involving oil producing countries especially. It's very possible that some of these things might hamper the supply or might affect the supply of oil. And if it does that, might likely see oil continue to push up. Okay, so me personally, I will be waiting. The way I will trade oil is to wait for oil to close above 88.80. If oil closes above 88.80, personally, I'll be selling oil all the way to 89.80. If oil closes above 88.80, if oil closes above 88.80, I will buy oil all the way to 89.80, and even more if it closes above that point. Even more if it closes above that point. For US 100, when I was talking about the moving average, of course, I was referring to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the best time frame for me to look at and expect a move in the market. So Euro USD, still a lot of bearish pressure. Can actually have it, just like I said. I was expecting for Euro USD to push up into 1.07220 so that we can sell it from there. 1.027, 1.07220 so that we can sell it from there, right? But right now, we also said if Euro USD closes below 1.06950, 1.06950. So if it closes below that point, we can actually look out for a sell with around 12 pips or thereabout, right? We said that. For US 30, we have our buy currently active. Our buy at 38,550. So please, you need to monitor that too. We are coming out at around 38,620. We are coming out at around 38,620. Or even before then, because it's not really about, it's about safeguarding your profit. Then I think we also looked at USD JPY. USD JPY, we said we are going to look out for a buy at around 157. If it closes above 157.520, if it closes above 157.520, we'll actually look out for a buy on USD JPY. And we'll say if we are buying, we'll buy with at least 30 pips in view. Then US 2000 has actually broken that structure. We're saying that we might likely expect a sell for US 2000, but US 2000 has broken that particular structure. And what that means is that it can come back down, take liquidity, and continue to the upside. You understand? It can come back down, take liquidity, and continue to the upside. Okay. So what we are going to do now is, if with the way it has broken this structure, remember we have our sell at 2013. We have our sell at 2013 and 2006. Now, if US 2000 retraces back towards 2019, US 2000, if it retraces back towards 2019, we can now scalp a buy from there. If it retraces towards 2019, we can scalp a buy from there to 2026. Since that's broken that structure, it's very possible that we'll have this continued buy. But instead of buying at where it is now, I rather buy when it retraces to 2019, and then I can buy from there to 2026. Euro USD is already in play. Euro USD sell is already in play. Now for gold has touched our moving average. So we are looking out for 2 consecutive bearish candles now. Gold has touched our moving average, so we are looking out for 2 consecutive bearish candles. If it gives this bearish candle, the next 15 minutes candle is also bearish, we look out for a sell. If it gives us 2 bullish candles, we look out for a buy. Okay? It's better to be patient. Watch how the candles form. This candle is going to close before we can name it, whether bullish or bearish candle, whether above or below. And then we'll now wait for the next one. If the next candle is also bearish, we can now look out for a further sell. Okay? Look out for a further sell. So yes, for our VIP guys, especially around Lagos, if you do not know, I think we have a special program for you. Just a minute, let me get that information. I did not give it. I didn't give entry for gold. So what um I'm telling you to trade with the moving average. When it confirms a sell, you can sell. But it has not confirmed it yet, and there was no entry for the sell. So there's no take profit for that now. So I was saying for our VIP clients, we'll be having um a training. Okay, we'll be having a training for our VIP clients. Most likely, although further information will be sent out. If it is going to, make sure you're on the WhatsApp channel. If it's still going to hold, they will be informed on the WhatsApp channel. But we should have a training session tomorrow for our VIPs. Okay. Now, some of us do not know that, especially offices like our Lagos, our Port Harcourt, Abuja classes, we usually have advanced training around those places. We used to have advanced training Mondays, even Mondays, for instance, in Ibadan, we have advanced training today. In Abuja, we'll be having one on Wednesday. We'll be having top-down analysis on Wednesday. So all this information will be sent out though, but just make sure that you're on our WhatsApp channel. That is where some of these special trainings are always given out. You understand? So but for this month, at least we should be we should have one or two special classes across. Okay. So but that's that. Do not forget that do not forget what I talked about. This class was streamed also on YouTube, so you can go back to check and confirm and relearn some of the things that were taught during this session. Okay. But yes, that's the much that we can take today. We'll continue again tomorrow, 8 a.m. for the morning market review. Bye for now.